Who here hates marketing? And nobody better raise your hand. Keep it down. Who has marketing tasks you'd love to get off your plate? Now you can raise your hand. Okay, all right. Ray Allen is all about making marketing fun again. Ray is president, CEO, and co-founder of Peppershock Media. She's also an in-demand integrative marketing consultant, national presenter, I believe international as well, adjunct marketing professor at Boise State University, keynote speaker, and the host of a popular podcast that ranks in the top 10% globally.
5%.
Ooh, all right. She's here today to show us what AI tools can do to help automate what you hate and measure what matters in marketing. Welcome, Ray Allen.
I gotta use Susan's word. I have to turn myself on. Okay, here we go. Let me switch this over to mine, assuming it's on here, somewhere here. Pardon me while I do that. While I do that, on the table are some little quote cards that you're welcome to fight over. We have extras if you need more. And then those pens, by the way, those came from Solve, and they write in orange. I'm trying to find my presentation here. Oh, I think, nope, that's not me either. You guys, I use a Mac. This is not a Mac. This is a PC. Remember those commercials, Mac versus PC? There we go. Okay. Present. Is that? Okay, all right. So thank you for that introduction. Thank you, Matt and Teresa and Solve and everybody here that has joined us and battled the traffic from, Idaho traffic, right? I'm Ray Allen, and I have a company that I've been doing with my husband for 20 years, and we added some people to it. Michaela's here. She was my student last semester at Boise State, and I had to hire her, so here she is. We have lots of different clients, so we've been doing all kinds of fun things, staying on the leading edge as much as possible. And here's another little fun fact. Matt was my intern at Peppershock too. Other things, just a little bit about me. I'm going to just jump right in here. We're going to talk about some strategic shifts in AI and future casting, using some of the tools, and then some automation. And yes, I love to say automate what you hate. Yeah, measure what you treasure, automate what you hate. So just a little more. So yes, international speaking. Last February, I got to go to Riyadh, Saudi Arabia to speak on the creative economy stage. And then I also always get to speak at Las Vegas for the National Association of Broadcasters in the post-production world. I hosted the Snapchat, basically the whole region of Saudi Arabia. They allow Snapchat there. They don't allow they don't allow Facebook and things like that, but they do allow Snapchat, so it was pretty cool to get to do that. The other thing that I thought would be fun to show you, if it'll play here, so my battery had died when we were on stage, but this is basically a digital twin, but it's a real, I don't know if you can't quite see, it's from my phone, but this is a computer AI generated person. If you look at it closely, he blinks, he moves, he talks, he will look at your face and decipher what kind of emotion you are feeling, and he'll have a conversation with you. Wow. At the time when they were doing the whole demonstration, my phone was not working, but I did go back to their booth and just have a little moment of kind of wow, this is real, and they make these people. And by the way, it can speak 20,000 different, words and in different languages as well. So yeah, I kind of flew across the world to go see this amazing technology, and this is coming. This is what people do. They have conversations with robots now. And then at the Snapchat booth, I thought I would just have a little fun here with integrating all of the augmented reality and how people are now utilizing the tools to put on filters. If you want to buy something, you can put that on and you can showcase what kind of shoes. And so I'm trying on shoes using Snapchat. And I was trying on glasses, and I was trying on different things. And then, of course, this is me at the conference with my new, animated face and all kinds of fun stuff there. And then they have these goggles that you could look through, and you could play games with it. You could use it on the side. Anyway, it was super fun. which I'm very grateful that they allowed women there now, which is kind of an interesting new fun thing. And they also didn't make me go in a different room like they used to do. Women had to speak and present in a different room, but they're really trying to be more innovative and inclusive. So it was a really wonderful conference to go to. So just some tips along the way: understanding your needs, choosing the right tools, and starting small. Oftentimes we get overwhelmed when there's so many different apps and things that we can do, because I'm sure there's an app for that. Whatever it is that you dream up of, there's going to be something there. But understanding why you want to use the tools, and then understanding how the tools can help you best, right? And sometimes you can really get sucked into it and kind of go down lots of rabbit holes and spend a lot of time on these tools. But then once you do and invest the time, then you can use that to understand how you're going to be able to automate some of the things that you want to automate. Invest in security, like we talked about with earlier. Cyber attacks are very real, and they're getting really tricky and really good now, really good. So think about how you can use some protection. Obviously, I'm not a computer science whiz either, but just doing some things to help protect yourself, using the two-step authentication, staying flexible and understanding how you can use it, but also ethically and responsibly. Making sure that you have guidelines on your website or on the different places that you are able to access information, especially now that the world is changing and shifting from, third-party data and all of the cookies. We're going to be a cookieless world. Cookie Monster will be sad. But if we can do things responsibly as marketers, then we're going to be a step ahead. But the thing is, you have to have HI in order to use AI. Human intelligence, just as much as artificial intelligence, right? It's a great tool, but if you can think about how you can prioritize it, and when you're utilizing all of these different AI tools, what is it that's going to incorporate the ability to use them? It's still human intelligence. So we still need us. We still need our brains. And then, of course, how many of you have written something in ChatGPT and realized, yeah, this is totally from ChatGPT? Yeah, like we can tell, right? It has a lot of redundancies. It has a lot of words that you probably wouldn't normally use in everyday conversation, and or what you would normally write. Everyone's shaking their head, right? So there's some tools out there that you can rephrase it. There's things like Quillbox and Phrase, F-R-E-S-E, that you can use to repurpose and rephrase what ChatGPT spits out. But we'll talk more about that. And actually, here's some of the tools that I have come across and used now, and actually even beta tested some of these things. So Phrase, Quillbot will basically, especially in the academic world, will take what you write in ChatGPT and it'll rephrase it, and then it'll also do things like give you points of reference of where things came from, if it can reference things. So it's good for being able to reference and then be able to do fact checking. You.com now is the whole personalized experience for utilizing AI. It kind of streamlines and puts a whole bunch of the AI tools together into one platform. You have to pay for it, but it's pretty clever. Clean Voice, we'll talk a little bit more, and then Pictoria have a little fun thing that we can do. So here, just a little brief overview of Phrase, and how you can utilize it for website optimization, and help you get your SEO up to date so that you can make sure that you're continuously being seen, not just for search engine optimization, but also for voice search optimization. So all of us have smart cars now, all of us have smart devices. We can talk to our television and tell it to tune to certain things and different channels, and we have Alexa and Siri, and we have all these different tools, and we're always asking it a lot of questions. And so if you are optimizing your website to be able to answer those questions that people are having, and then the queries that you're giving and supplying to your customers on your website, then now thinking about how you can use these tools to help you for voice search optimization as well. And then, of course, ChatGPT, I'll probably just kind of, everyone knows that one already. And you asking it questions and things that you can do. Here's just a little demonstration of something that we are putting together for social media. It says, what are 5 content ideas for, we change it, hello, what are 5 content ideas for Mother's Day? And then it's just gonna spit out a whole bunch of content ideas for Mother's Day. For those of you who didn't realize Mother's Day is coming up, everyone has a mom. So think about that. And then it is gonna give you all kinds of ideas that you can do for your Mother's Day. And then you can customize them, obviously, to your industry, to your, whatever it is that you wanna specifically have in your social media. But here are 5 different posts that you could potentially use. And it took, 20 seconds, if that? So those are some ideas of things that you can prompt it to utilize for socials and things that you can think about. And I'm gonna keep going here. Keep going. There we go. Another tool that I love, and we were really early adopters in this, and now Zoom will communicate with Otter. So it's otter.ai, and basically it's going to do a number of things. It's gonna transcribe your Zoom meetings automatically. It's gonna actually log in as another user on Zoom, and it's gonna be an attendant in the Zoom meeting. It's gonna give you top bullet points of tasks that need to get done. It's gonna send them out to all of the attendees if you want it to. It's gonna record it, transcribe it, and then give you a summarization if you want it to. Otter is like a really cool tool. You get a certain amount of hours per month for free, and then you upgrade, and then you can do a lot more with it. But why not use the free version, right? So Otter's another one. Addcreative.ai. This one's fairly new for me, but I got introduced to it while preparing for the National Association of Broadcasters and post-production world, and understanding how you can actually use this tool, addcreative.ai, to create banner ads, social media ads, and it'll take your brand and it'll spit out all of the information, give you, you can upload your own assets, or you can use their stock royalty-free stuff, and it'll create ads for you. So it's, and we could just give you an example. I know it's a little hard to see, but I did this all on my phone. You can plug in, it does work on desktop too, and probably even a little better so you can see it better. But basically it's going to say, okay, what are your brand parameters for those of you with the, brand guides, right? You've got your numbers, you've got your, what you're gonna call out, your colors and everything, your logo. You're gonna spit all of that information in, and then you're going to tell it a couple of different things of what goals you have or what objectives you want. Is this gonna be an ad just for branding, or are you gonna promote an event, or what is it that you're going to do? And then once you just basically plug and play information, then it's gonna spit out some ads, and you can have multiple different options of what it's going to look like. So here I just plugged in a picture of us looking like we're doing work at Pepper Shock, and it's going to give you different iterations of it. Some of it looks cool, some of it you're like, what in the world? Why did that even, it's cutting my head off and doing all kinds of weird things. But then you can select the one that you want, download it, use up your credits, and you have a certain amount before you have to pay for it all. And then it's going to show and share, and you can manipulate it however you wish. And then you can resize it for any platform that you want it to be sized for. And it takes like 2 minutes to do it all, which is pretty cool. The you.com is the AI assistant personalized tool. It's another way to, and it starts to remember you and how you write and what kind of prompts it tells you and how your voice is going to come through and shine through. So it's also this kind of cool assistant that will help you just do a lot of personalized things and making it to where it's going to continuously learn and do that machine learning thing that we want to keep, so we don't have to keep giving it more prompts every time. It can do things like write essays, debug code, conduct research, and a whole lot more. And it does combine a whole bunch of them all into one. Grammarly, this is one that I love most of the time. Sometimes it doesn't work in certain platforms that you're using, and it will try to overcorrect what you've already corrected, and then you're just like in a correction loop. So you love to hate to love, but it does help a lot. And so it kind of really takes spell check to the next level, where you see the little squiggly underneath that you spelled something wrong. But with Grammarly, it's going to give you ideas of how you could otherwise write it instead. It's going to tell you the tonality of what you've written. It's going to make a smiley face if you've done really good. If not, then it's going to give you more suggestions until you get the smiley face. And then it sends you a lovely report and tells you, what common mistakes you always make. I always miss a comma or, do things like that. But then it also tell you like, oh, you have used more words than most of our users, or it just tells you, and it's like the nice little gamification of how your grammar is, and it's going to continuously check it for you. And then we've also got tools like Clean Voice. So as Tressa mentioned, we do a podcast, and we have been doing it for probably 8-9 years now, actually, over the course of all of this time. During the pandemic, we ended up going weekly. Well, this process of, we used to have to like manually do all the things in the podcast, and now we can use these tools, and it will clear up all of my ums and pauses and weird, mic hits and things that people do. And it will clean it all up and make it sound really good. And you can actually adjust how much it cleans it up, because we still want some natural, otherwise it just sounds like too automated, right? You probably heard that before. And it does other things where you can actually speed up the if you want it to play back at 1.2 and record it and have it that way and spit it out that way, you can. And you can take out background noises and all the cool things, and it just does it for you, and you don't have to sit there on the timeline scrubbing back and forth just to make sure that you're getting all the ums out that you don't want anymore. So that's a really cool tool if you are into any kind of audio editing ever. There's lots of people who do audio books or other types of audio. So Clean Voice is another awesome tool. And Pictory, this is the one I had fun with. So let's see, we're doing good on time? Okay, cool. So Pictory is where you can actually create videos from a website or a blog article. You can do lots of different things here. And so I did a little example. So yeah, there's like 4 different ways that you can use this. So you can take a script and create the video. And what it's going to do is it's going to compile all of these different royalty-free images that it will search and give you those images. It's going to take that script and it's going to write it, and then it's going to put the text on it, the subtitles or closed captioning. It's going to do all of these wonderful things for you. And then the other thing it can do is actually take a video you already have and then slice and dice and put it together and it's going to know like where you're having amazing comments, and it's just going to automatically pull out those comments for you. And then let's see what else, edit video, using text, and then visuals to video. So I'm going to do a little example. I basically took the marketingexpedition.com website, plugged it in, and wanted it to create a video. So this is just me you can kind of get a little taste of the tools here. And I just basically plugged in the marketingexpedition.com into, create a video out of this blog page. And so it's just doing its thing. It's going to scrub it. It's going to put all of the text in there. It's going to put all the images from the website already that's there. It's going to scrub every little thing that you want it to do. It's going to put it in the library. It's going to then take the text and it's going to rewrite it for you. And it's kind of fun. This is why I say it just still takes HI to use AI. By the way, it's a fast video. I sped this up. I actually used Loom in order to record me making a video. So I used the video tool to use me recording a video tool. Yeah. Anyway, so then it's going to spit it out. It's going to give you a timeline. All you got to do is drag and drop different photos and images in there. I really loved it. At one point it said, and it's like took this, Ray Allen, and by the way, it says Rhea. My name is Ray. Just when you hear it, you'll see. That's one thing about AI is it does not always pronounce your name correctly. But then I just plugged in some of those images that it scrubbed from the website, put those in there, and I just kind of quickly put in some things. I want that in there instead of that image. I want different transitions. Look, these are images that it all just decided to pull up itself and suggest. So this, by the way, is not me. So then I was like, well, it's talking about me. Maybe I'll put a picture about me because it's talking about, Ray Allen. And so I was like, well, let's just try a different picture, see how it works out. And then we're gonna have this wonderful video with the subtitles. And by the way, you can actually do text editing. So if you don't want that, it'll edit out as you have the text in there. You can edit by just deleting the text, the words, and it'll delete that off the video too at the same time. So then we'll just show you this brief little and why I still say that you have to have human intelligence here, but it's kind of fun.
Join today, the Marketing Expedition community. You're already on your way to becoming the expert marketer you need now. Why do I want to join? You don't think you have what it takes to market your business or organizations effectively. You
and it's
do.
the audio
That's
AI
what inspired
voice.
us to create this community for you. Introducing the Marketing Expedition membership. Membership gets you. Meet the experts. 2003. Rhea is known for her storytelling passion and extreme diligence in obtaining effective media campaign results by planning and crafting relevant and compelling messaging. Help at every stage of your marketing journey. 30-day no questions asked money back guarantee. We're confident that you'll find the membership useful, and we won't make you beg or invoke any silly rules or conditions. If you're not satisfied within your first 30 days, then we'll refund you without any fuss. Get instant access to the membership. Best value, save 1.19 when you join on an annual subscription. Frequently asked questions. I am a small business owner. Can I really get enough from the Marketing Expedition to boost my brand and bottom line? Staying on top of the latest technology, trends, app features, and algorithms is a full-time job. And you've already got one, so how can the Marketing Expedition help you? Whether you are a solopreneur or have a team of 10 in-house marketing professionals, designers, video producers, and more, the Marketing Expedition will give you access to everything you need to level up and promote your products and services, and be found and be adored by your target audience. Just like the big guys. Just like the big guys. I didn't write that. I put that in there. So anyway, I just thought, okay, I wanted to
get instant access
to the membership. Go to www.themarketingexpedition.com, powered by Peppershock Media, hosted by Rhea Ray Allen.
I tried to put Ray in there. I was like, I don't know how to change this. You can take some time with it and obviously spend a lot more time to perfect it and make it better and, you know, do all of that. But I just thought it would kind of be fun to show you what Pictory.ai can do. And by the way, there's a free trial for a certain amount. You can do like 5 videos for a certain amount of time and not have to pay. But obviously, they are going to charge you and upgrade you if you want to do more manipulation to it and use your human intelligence to be able to do it.
But, today.
Okay, yep. There we go. Anyway, so you can see, yeah.
How long was that whole process of your recording beginning to end?
Well, I don't know if you noticed while I was doing the video, I kind of sped up while I was showing you how I was doing it. It probably took me about 20 minutes. Yeah. I mean, you know, I had poured a glass of wine, I had some fun, I was like, you know, dabbling with the tools and then tried to put it in, but it spit it out, it rendered it out, and then it kind of just notifies you when you have a file that you can use now to watch. Yeah. Obviously, it was not perfect, and I probably would have needed to spend a little bit more time with it, perfecting it, trying to figure out how to get the thing to say my name correctly, you know, those types of things. But yeah, it was about 20 minutes or so. Yeah, which, as you know, if any of you have ever actually truly edited video before, that whole process probably would take 2 days, honestly, to do all of that and to shoot the photos and to do all of the things, right? So, I mean, there's definitely some uses that can be used for that, but I also say, you know, sometimes professionally done video also has its place, right? I mean, these AI-generated videos that you're seeing on TikTok and on Instagram Reels, I mean, this is where they're coming from. And you notice the voice. I could choose what kind of voice I wanted. If I wanted, you know, somebody with an Australian accent, or if I wanted somebody with a different type of accent, I could have actually put and plugged those in, and I kind of had fun playing with that too. So really, some of it was just trying to figure out what I wanted to. I mean, if I knew what I wanted right away, it would probably take even less time, which is kind of scary, right? Okay, so let me go back to this. So just to talk about some of the other AI tools that we use in our business every day now, we, as an agency, manage, I don't know, how many accounts do we manage with PepperPost? A lot. Let's just say 75, because there's probably even more, but and for different clients, and we had to find a way to automate as much as we could. And so this tool that we use is basically, we're able to schedule out the posts for all of our clients and all of the different dashboards that we have for each client, and it puts it all into one place. So their Instagram, their social, TikTok, their all of the things in one little place that we can now schedule them all and do it all, and now clients can use it and they can log in, and then we can schedule them. They can approve or disapprove or comment on the different social medias and what they're going to look like. And the cool thing about this tool is it starts to use some machine learning to understand when it should be posting those messages on each of those platforms for each of our clients. And so it used to be that we would say, oh, well, we should post at Tuesday at 2 o'clock because, that's the best time, or 11 o'clock on this day or that time. Every single client has their own algorithm as to when the best time for most engagement is now posting. So every single post that is scheduled, if we let the tool automatically schedule it, it's going to do it at the most opportune time for the most people to see it. So that the more eyeballs that are on it, the better the engagement's going to be. And it's beautiful because then it gives us this nice analytic tool and tells us all of the, how many engagements we have, how many comments we have. And it also puts all of the direct messages, all the DMs, in one little simple place. So utilizing these tools has been a fascinating, fun way for us to be able to manage all of our clients' social media posts. And here's just a little kind of example of what that looks like, having that dashboard and doing it, and being able to have all of those tools in there. It's really, really pretty cool. A few of our clients, we got it set up for them, and then they just pay us like $40 a month to use it. That's it. And then they just come back to us when they need little things for us to do. Is that a video? Yeah, okay, there you go. There you go. So it just shows you when the opportunity times are, the different accounts. You can click on them, who the team members are for each of them. It does so many things, and it puts it into different formats. Sometimes we know we want to post different types of images in different sizes of images, so it'll help you resize it. It'll even give you some suggestions. It'll give you some copy because it's got some AI built into it. All these fun things that we can do, and it shows what it's going to look like in the actual feed, which I love that too because I want to see what it's going to look like, and if it's going to be. And you can also tag if people are allowing themselves to be tagged. By the way, sometimes companies, you can't tag others unless you're following them or they're following you, or if somebody's not following you, you can't tag them, just like in regular social native tools. Staying ahead of the curve, so doing some future casting. I would like to have about 1 minute. I'm going to time you all. I want you to figure out in your table. Sorry, I can't talk today. I want you to think about how you could incorporate some of these tools that we talked about into your company and do some what-if scenarios. What if we had this, or what if we did that, or what if we could do this? And then I want you to report back to me. Clear on that? Here we go. Okay, 1 minute. Ready, set, go. Hey Siri, set the timer for 1 minute. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, it's just gonna buzz right here. It's not gonna, you don't get to hear it. I have it set to silent. Okay, so what are some things that, if you care to share, Jamie, I'm gonna pick on you. What would you like to share?
I mean, I think the bracing sounds really cool because I don't know that stuff, so just from a layperson perspective, utilizing that tool and
Yeah.
having that help springboard is really awesome.
Good. Excellent. Anyone else care to share real quick? Yeah.
Our charity is small. We don't have that many different folks that have different languages. We are trying to grow inclusivity, but it's difficult when you need to translate a website.
Right. Translation.
You don't have a good translator. You can't always rely on AI to translate it right.
That is true. All right. Tressa, how do you think you can incorporate some of this into self?
I heard you say transcribing meeting minutes
Yes.
and action items.
Yes, you would love it. Otter.ai is amazing. Excellent. Okay, I better hurry up. I know she's gonna hook me off of here. So just some things to think about when you go back to your teams and doing some future casting and what if scenarios and how you can incorporate some of these new tools and how you think that you can stay at the leading edge, right? So why should we practice this? To predict what we want our customers to maybe say. You can use some of these tools to help you with future plans. If this, then that, right? If we would have only done this knowing that pandemic was going to be here, right? I don't know. No one could predict that. But if you can do things to stay ahead of your competitors, when change happens, you're going to be prepared for it and ready for it. So then, yeah, trying these tools, streamlining the current tasks that you have, finding different places in your organization that, hey, you know what? Maybe there's a tool for this. Maybe we could. And it's not that we're wanting to replace humans, right? We're not wanting to replace human intelligence. We're just wanting to make things more efficient. And then that way, maybe you can spend time doing other things that are going to help be productive in other ways for your business, right? Sales and marketing, I mean, anytime we can find ways to measure and make things efficient, it's going to help us then be able to spend time having idea, thoughts, and generation on our own so that we're not getting corroded by things that we can otherwise do automated. Okay, so yeah, don't forget to evaluate the risk and the opportunity, analyze those potential impacts and those scenarios that you could use, and then engage with the experts. That's what I'm here for. I love it. And then, of course, continuously learning. And I'm going to do one quick thing. I'm just going to get through here. This QR code, if you want, because I know I went through a lot of information today, even I had to cut some stuff out just so that I could fit in what I wanted to. But this QR code should lead you to a form, and then you can fill out information, and we can then send you some of these tools. Some of them we have access to under our umbrella just because we're an agency, so I can do things that I can give you licensing to or trials. And or just let's talk about it. How can we incorporate some of these things into your marketing and strategies and sales that you're already doing into your company? So fill out the form if you'd like that, and we can follow up and we can get back in touch with you. And let me open it up for questions. How'd I do? Oh, all right. Oh, I like that. Yes, ma'am.
So with the app or the browser that was the Pictory AI.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh yeah, thank you.
I only have one job, so
One job. You got
Be
it.
good. Is that able to go vertical instead of just horizontal for TikToks and Instagram
Yes.
Reels?
You
Okay.
can. It'll automatically do it. You can even select which versions you want it and how you want it. Because sometimes you want to move the frame or move the image, because if you want it to be vertical, then you can do that. You can actually take the tool and move it. I know the video I showed you was really quick and dirty, and I needed to spend more time with it, but I kind of wanted to do it to prove a point, right? That you still need human intelligence. But yes, you can resize it. You can customize the size if you want. If you wanted to just have, half the screen in a presentation, you can just put the video whatever size you'd like it to be.
Okay.
Good question. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. Other questions? Over back there.
So like with the
He's got one job. Come on.
I even wore my soft kicks to be over here quickly. So
I'm gonna start singing.
With the advertising AI, so can you really get in there and customize the design with like adding different graphics and changing colors?
Yep, you can change anything on it that you want. It just sort of spits out the ideas or samples. I mean, it gives you like 20 different ideas of how, with one picture, two pictures, the colors, like I used orange, obviously. And yeah, you can manipulate it how you want, get it to the way you want it, and then when you want that particular ad, you click on it, and then you use your credits inside the app. So you have to pay for credits, and then you download it, and then you can have it. And you can have it resized in any size, shape, form, anything that you want.
I mean, is it downloadable to like edit in Illustrator or Photoshop, or is it just stay in the tool?
It just stays in that tool.
Okay.
I mean, they have to probably keep their, tool so that you can keep using their tool, but yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it'll actually flatten the image, and then it'll spit out like a PNG or a JPEG, or whatever other files there are, but it does not do like an EPS or layered file, yeah.
And then with the video one, can you not use a bot voice and add
You can do your own voice, yeah.
Okay.
I did that on purpose though, just so you could hear it, yeah. But you
Thank
can record your own voice using the other AI tool, the clear voice that I showed you earlier. Then you can have a nice voiceover for it too, and music too. You can even actually, it had music on it. You can use your own music. You can compose your own music if you'd like, and then dump that in there too. Yeah. Yeah. Good questions. Okay. Any last one? No. Okay. All right. That's it. Oh, yeah. All right. Thank you.
Ray, thanks for sharing all of that with us. And what I really learned out of your presentation is using the tools to help me work smarter on the things that don't need as much human intelligence from me. So I can spend my time on relationships and working with our team. So thank you for that.